Okay, so you may have met someone online and you may be communicating with them, and I feel like something's starting to feel weird about this person. So if this is you, stick around. This probably isn't going to be for everyone. So this feels like a connection where you haven't met in person. Okay, so this is strictly online, either on one of the platforms or it's text message only. There may be some FaceTiming, but something feels weird. So it's collective, don't force it. You can email me to book a personal. Let's just see. And the reason I'm getting this message is because I feel like this might start to feel like all of this is supposed to be a secret. And like this person you're talking to may now all of a sudden, like things may not be adding up, right? So what I feel like may have started off feeling really cool and stable, and yeah, this doesn't, this person says they're single, this person seems to be available all the time, I can call them anytime I want or whatever, and now all of a sudden I feel like there's some restrictions and it's starting to feel unbalanced, more like this person is controlling the pace, controlling what time you can talk to them, all of it. Stories not adding up, like I said. So is something wrong here? Fool in reverse. I feel like this is saying don't have too much faith in this person. So it's really easy for someone on the other side of a phone or a computer to have a whole nother life going on that you know nothing about. And what concerns me is that the family card came up with this reading. It's like this person may have a whole family. They may have a whole wife, husband, kids, partner, live-in partner, a whole relationship going on. And I feel like that may be why the shift is getting weird. You may have started talking to them. Maybe they were on a business trip. Maybe the person they're with was on a business trip. So the timeline was wide open. And now all of a sudden I feel like they're restricting it. And the universe is sitting here saying, yeah, don't put too much faith here. Don't leap too quick. Don't tell this person too much. I'm getting, what else, Spirit, about this? Okay. 3 Cups. There's more energies involved here than you and this person. And this is probably why your intuition's like something feels off. Like you can tell when the energy shifts, right? Like everything's all good. And then all of a sudden now it just feels weird. Like, what are you hiding? And I'm getting here is that you may have a lot to offer. And part of it could be financial. It could be your attention. It could be your willingness to be so understanding. Hopefully you're not easily manipulated. But here's the thing. If your intuition starts knocking on the door, right? This feels like grooming. This person's sowing seeds. If your intuition is knocking on the door, it's for a reason. It's because your soul feels unsafe in some way. Like something isn't adding up. 2 and 2 isn't equaling 4. And then you start to think about it. And I feel like this is like, if you ask questions, this person always has a good answer. Because this is probably what they do a lot. They create these connections. So you could call it a catfish if you want. I'm not saying the person doesn't look like who you think they are, especially if they're willing to FaceTime. But what's going on in the background may not be what they're claiming. I'm going to tell you, you could play FBI in this one. If you have this person's first and last name, I'm going to just give you guys a little secret. Most cities, states, or counties, at some level of the courts, a lot of them have public records available where you can search the person's name, and like, I'm in Hawaii. It'll show you their traffic tickets, their domestic violence charges, their criminal charges, just by putting their name in and the Hawaii state court records, right? So a lot of cities, sometimes it's at city level, county level, just depends on where you live, or the state level, but you can search people's court records to see, are they married? Is there a divorce on file? Did they claim that? Are they a horrible driver? Do they have domestic violence? All of it. I'm just saying. Okay? That's just a little tip here, because I feel like for some of you, you may be invested and now you're like, okay, so I am feeling weird. So how do I get some info? There's a lot of websites where you can put the person's phone number in and get their information, right? So here's what I feel like. This person keeps a lot of options on the table for themselves, meaning they may have a life at home, they may have things going on, but they enjoy talking to people online as well. Sometimes they get to the point where they're asking for money, or they want you to bail them out or help them out, and so they groom, right? Because then I say this person may be grooming to get you to the point where you really trust them and believe everything they say, and boom, all of a sudden they need a loan. So all I'm saying is, I feel this is a message that came through. If you have this connection with someone and it is online only, you've never met in person, or it's only by text, so there's no face-to-face, you may be miles and miles apart, and something's starting to feel weird, it's a sign to not jump too fast, don't put too much faith in this person, and go do some digging. Okay, I hope this helps you. Have a blessed day.